going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Dre ONYX. I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. You already know what the vibe is. You read the title of the video, man. This is the 610 build that you guys have been wanting to see at the point guard position. Everything that you wanted to know, wanted to see, wanted to get behind. And as you already know, man, y'all could have been had it in the Patreon completely for free. But a lot of people don't have Patreon, don't even want to make a Patreon account. So I'm going to break down everything. It's an in-depth video. I'm giving you my animations, why I did what I did, reason for doing what I'm doing, what I wanted to do at first, how I couldn't get it, and then what I got right now. And then obviously the previous build, the predecessor to the new build and stuff like that. And I think I want to start off with the old build. So let's just make that happen right here and right now. So the first build that I made, or not the first build, but this is the second build of 3. The first build I made had 99 pass accuracy, absolute waste. The second build is the one I'm about to show right now. Then the third build is going to be the final one, or the final cost of everything, right? Or this is what led me to this point. And each of these builds, by the way, $100. So just keep that in mind. But as you can see, the first build, purple plate. So that means this build wins. One thing I wanted to briefly show on the build is what I went for, the things that I go for, and the things that I made sure to keep a part of my play style. One thing is on-court coach. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you can be able to use the on-court coach a little bit better if you get matched with AIs, especially in random rec or stuff like that. Just to show y'all my last couple games on this build, just so y'all know I'm a bucket getter. Win, lost, but I had 25 points. I had 50 in this game and a win. I had 33 in this game and a win. Lost, but I had 28 playing with bots. Another win. So as you guys are just seeing, if there's losses, they're bare bones losses, and if we win, it's times where, you feel me, I'm playing with the brick, man. Y'all can look at the dates and shit like that to know how scattered out and all this shit is. But essentially on this build and what I've been doing and how I've been doing it on this build, this is the attributes. This is everything on it. I can break down every attribute of why I did what I was doing, and then also here are all the badge loadouts and stuff like that. And I think recently I just did something with one of my cap breakers. I can't think of it. I think it was bailout on the build. I don't necessarily need it as much as I need that limitless range. I just got bailout on this build. Put it on silver, now I can put it on Hall of Fame. I'm able to throw dots essentially, but in this range on the build has always been my backup. Deadeye on Legend, with Legend Shifty Shooter allowing me to be able to play my play style and being able to move and do stuff like that. When I activate my takeover, I have Legend Post Up Poet with High Flying Denier on Hall of Fame. I get Ankle Assassin on this build on gold, and that's a great find, if you will. It's a great badge to have. I can do 2 of the escape moves with Kevin Durant escape moves, break ankle, shoot a 3 right away, or I can do the snatchbacks, and I'm going to go to the micro control, all the animations that I do or been doing, but I want to break down all the attributes on this build and why I did anything of what I did. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain, is being able to know your matchups and stuff. So step backs like this, that step back breaks a lot of ankles, especially if I spam it. If I'm able to get the same snatch back and then go sort of to the rim, or I run this way, get an angle, then I throw the ball over, I can get a free little 2, but this build can't get contact dunks. 96 post control is to have Legend unpluckable, but I don't really use the Legend unpluckable, if that makes sense. It's cool on gold sometimes, and when it's not cool, I really just need that on Hall of Fame. But in terms of attributes, I went with an 87 close shot to get post hook specialist on gold. 65 layup was pointless. 82 on the contact dunk to eventually get contact dunks. 80 on the standard dunk, because I don't believe any build that's 6'10 and above should not have big man standard contact dunks. I think that's stupid. 91 on the close shot, on a post control, because you guys already know what I just said about the post control. I meant that. I knew I could manipulate a little bit of the cap breakers to get the shooting necessary on the build to be a bucket. And then also, this is 21 cap breakers on this build, just so you guys know. Same thing with the 3-pointer, being able to manipulate and get as much of the 3-pointer as possible. So, you know, hold 20 points with these cap breakers right here is insane. The pass accuracy, I really only was going to do it at an 87, or really at 89. But I just stopped caring and said, fuck it, why not? 91 pass accuracy would be good. 70 on the interior defense was to really just help me get the block on paint patrol on silver, and then High Flying Denier on gold to be able to keep up and catch up. The 73 still, obviously I play lanes and play gaps. The 80 O board, I grab O boards, but I can't grab a D board to save my life. Speed and agility, 73 strength, because I'm not necessarily a big setting screens or nothing like that, and then I have an 88 vertical on the build. So that's what the first build was. right? Second build, whatever. That's what this build was. So it's pass accuracy, shooting, post control, and being able to lead my offenses and teams. And this is a shoddy racing post facilitator. And to be honest with you, there's nothing bad about the build, but it was the fact that I'm definitely calling myself like the guard instead of a big dude on my team. When I realized running a guard was on my teams and stuff was being able to lead my group and they all listen to me, but still having a guard as my decoy. So usually when I run certain games, and I'm just gonna use one of these games as prime example. So we played competitive and I had a decoy guard that I played with while I was still running the middle, and then I had a back end somewhat scoring with me, and then a big man that was there for rebounds and being able to just do certain stuff like that. And then I had another decoy type of shooting guard there that wasn't necessarily going to score all the time, but if he got the ball, then he would either be a floater, and somewhat the same thing with my center. So when I'm in the middle, my biggest goal is stopping my man, help playing back in, and then if there is a time to grab a rebound, be an assistant to my bigs and stuff like that, and just go for a board if I can get one, especially offensive rebounds, and try to get possessions back. That shit kind of happened in majority of these games, especially in this game where I dropped 50 and 1. I'm playing with, once again, my stream, and I'm playing with individuals that aren't prepared or aren't used to seeing a tall guard or a big guard or a 6'10" get the ball as much, but not only get the ball as much, shooting the ball and scoring the ball efficiently and doing stuff like that. So that's what makes it fun. That's what makes the game interesting, playable, and stuff like that. But I wasn't able to play two-way. I wasn't able to play at my play style and stuff like that. And a move that I be using, the post hook, I believe, is right here. This one is the Joel Embiid post hook right here. That's smooth, that's easy. I got my side steps, still got my Kevin Durant fade, Kevin Durant go-to, Giannis cross, and stuff like that, you feel me? But this build, like I said, is in retirement or in remission. It's cool. It's safe to say that this build was all right. It did great for what I was using it for. Like I said, I've only really won games on this bitch. I'm winning 5 games out of every, 6 that we play. So I might lose 1, win 5 straight, and it'd be cool. And I'm able to do what I do, play how I play, lead my team to a championship. Now, here goes the new one. New build, a great build, both sides of the ball type of build, and the one I'm excited to show you guys because it has my new evolved play style, what I see myself needing, what might have been overkill on the first build, what might not have been all the way too necessary, but being able to be, once again, the guard of my team, play the role that I want to play or play the style that I want to play, and being the leader of my unit. Now, this build right here is literally everything. Right, I wouldn't make anything that I wouldn't be able to use or wouldn't be able to do with, right? Breaking down everything, the 78 on a close shot is just enough to hit every single close shot consistently and have a decently sized green window. All right, just got to learn the timing of your shots. 70 on the layup to get Zion Williamson layup packages with Victor Wembanyama layup packages. 87 on the dunk so I can get contact dunks and drive to the rim with more efficiency, more confidence when I'm going to the rim. Instead of having that 82, I got to have an open lane to get to that 82 dunk. And it's cool getting those quick dunks off, but I want to get thrown into contact. How your animation changes and puts you in a contact dunk, and it saves you. That's the stuff I want. I still got my big man standard dunks, but this time I went with an 86 on the post control. And the reason why I went with an 86 on the post control was quite literal to just get my regular unpluckable. I still need unpluckable and silver on my build, and then I max plus to that to the Hall of Fame level. 75 on the midi, really could put it on a 76, but 75 is cool. I learned through confidence, multiple tests, that the lowest I can go is really 75. I can't shoot 70 or nothing like that. 75, 76, 77 in that range, or 80. I can hit my mid ranges and my post fades consistently every time, especially if I do the right stuff and get the hot spots, get the lethal zones, etc., and go on. Still need that 91 3-pointer because I'm a guard of my team. I'm a small forward on my team. I'm technically a oversized small forward at that. I need to be able to shoot the ball. I'm a free throw merchant. That's why I have a 94 free throw, 87 on the pass act because I'm still 6'10", remember. So when I'm playing positions like power forward, probably even might get thrown at center sometimes, I still need to be able to not one, just grab rebounds, but be able to throw the break. That's just what it is, especially when you're 6'10" and taller. That's the thing that you need to be thinking about. 73 on the handle is because I need strong handle on gold, at least on gold on my build, and being able to use that. And then later on, if I feel like it, I could get it on higher Hall of Fame and then put it on legend eventually if I wanted to do that. I might not really want to do that. 55 speed with ball. The 55 speed with ball is quite literally for Giannis dribble style. Nobody uses Kevin Durant. They see either Giannis dribble style or pro dribble style. Nobody really talks about pro, but I like pro dribble style. That's the one I was using on the previous build and stuff like that. 74 interior defense. I barely run into it where somebody wants to post me up, stuff like that. But usually when that happens, I'm not really worried about it either. I'm still able to get a contest. Same thing. But this is the part of the build that makes the build two-way and really being able to play both sides of the ball. And y'all can't see it on my face, but I'm holding back the levels of excitement. But the 83 perimeter defense combined with that 75 agility on the build at this tall man height is allowing me to be able to, if I get screened off, get through it a little bit. Not the best, but I'm able to get through it a little bit. I'm able to get stops. I'm able to just play my play style and go hard. The 73 still as well. Once again, I wouldn't put it on my build if I wasn't confident in my abilities, but I also be using it on a max +2, sometimes on a max +1, the gold, and being able to play those lanes, play those gaps, and do what I do, play my play style and stuff like that. The 88 block, once again, bringing back that 88 block, and this was essential. This is what tied into the build because I wasn't going to make the build if I couldn't get the high perimeter with the high block. The block is my contest. The block is all the things necessary that I would need on my build in order to block shots, block small guards, block shots at the rim, and also be able to use high flying denier, at least on legend, on my build. So that's another thing. Rebounding in both categories. So offensive and defensive rebounding was my biggest thing that I didn't have on the original build because I understood I wasn't really going to be in the paint like that unless it was on offense because I'm 6'10", and grabbing an O board or grabbing a sneaky O board is pretty clutch still with that 88 vertical. But now I'm grabbing O boards, I'm grabbing D boards, and then I'm able to either throw breaks or push the ball up my damn self, or you play it once again, play to my play style, play to my roots, play to how I play the game. The 79 speed on the build is the highest I can go at this height, most comfortable I can go with at this height once again, but you've seen I just had a 78 on the last build, so 79 was one extra point. Same thing with the 75 agility, still need that 75 agility. The lowest I was going to go on strength was at an 83, but the 84 strength is cool, and then I realized and saw that I can get an 88 vertical. If I could do anything to get the 90 vert, I would have, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's cool, it's like middle level, and that's great, fine and dandy and all. Now this build gets called an inside out diamond eraser, just to show off. I'm not even done some of the badges and stuff like that, but if I'm able to put limitless range on, this is some of the shit that I'm using right now. Set shot on legend, high flying denier on legend, gold interceptor with shifty shooter on Hall of Fame. And then once again, unpluckable. I got all the badges that I usually, typically, and normally use and cook people with and destroy whatever's going on. I haven't gotten cooked by no matchup. There hasn't been a game where I felt too little or misplaced or underused, or there hasn't been no game where I felt bad. There was just one game, and I believe that was earlier today. There was one game where there was a matchup that was getting off a smidget of his offense on me. And I believe this was it, but this dude was way smaller, high three-pointer, dexing around the whole court, and essentially it wasn't necessarily bad, but it wasn't good either if I'm being political about it. It just really wasn't. I don't know if that was the build he was on, but it's damn sure on the stream of me going up against a matchup, and he was just running to the side of me, shooting, dexing, and then shooting right away, and I couldn't necessarily get to the contest that I wanted, but that's because my challenger wasn't high enough. But challenger was on silver, so I might have to put it on gold or Hall of Fame just to be able to play to the play style that I want to play at. So there's that, but you guys are kind of seeing games where I'm playing with my viewers, playing with my chat, and whether we win or we lose, I'm still building viewer engagement, chat engagement, stuff like that. So that's what it is. But as you can see, when I do play big, I'm able to rebound. That's the other thing. I'm able to rebound and out-snag people of my size, people of my matchup, and things like that, and be able to get to my buckets. And I'm not worried, or necessarily I'm not worried about really just playing the game no more. I understand, hey, if I'm big or at the big man position, I can damn sure play the big. If I play up, I'll be able to play up and use my takeovers to help me out. I haven't even put Jet on as a takeover on my builds. Oh wait, is it? I think it is on. Jet is on. Jet is one of them. But I haven't yet to use it, if that makes sense. I have yet to need it. I haven't need extra speed or anything like that, but damn sure when I'm playing with certain other people, that 85 speed and 81 agility damn sure will kick in. I already know it, but I have yet to use it on this build if I'm being honest. In terms of animations, these are all my animations that I've been using. I skip between none and Draymond Green on the pass style. Like I said, Giannis cross behind the back, all this whoop bobby. I can pause the screen, I can see everything that I can do. The Kevin Herter on the post hook is a new one. That's one I found off a post score that stumbled across my page and my feed, and that's really good. And once again, this is the 78 is more than enough, but if you're not accustomed to it, you're damn sure going to get fried or cooked, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Also with the motherfucking, if you know this go-to post shot, nobody can get to that. Nobody's getting to that, but you see how fast the Kevin Herter fucking post fade is one of the greatest in the game, one of the best in the game by far. And I'm glad nobody knows this stuff. Not too many people are post scorers. Not many people can guard this shit because it's hard. It really is. It's hard to stop, especially for people that have some level of offense or know what they're doing a little bit with the ball in their hands. It does take a little bit of reaction time, a little bit of practice, and obviously switching your difficulties up and on just to learn a little bit of how to use it and how to play it. But this is the stuff that I do. I still run my Kevin Durant. I still use my Giannis cross. Nobody's really doing nothing to me with my Giannis cross and stuff like that. I'm still getting to the rim. I have my standard dunks. Once again, I feel even better having the 80 O board and D board and being able to just put the ball back up. I'm happy having contact dunks. I'm happy being able to get the gold unpluggable and once again run the guard position, set screens, and keep my bigs down, my actual bigs down. And usually I run with, let's say, 6'9" big man on my team. And while I play up, and that I can't even express or just let y'all know how impactful it is being the guy on the team that, once again, people aren't prepared to see score. Nobody's prepared to see the 6'10" that's on the wings, shooting the ball, scoring the ball. The thing is, though, you do need to have your essentials. So if you have legend set shot with gold dead eye on the build, or Hall of Fame or legend dead eye on the build, you definitely need that for shit sure. It's not even a joke. I'm not playing around. That's the one thing that's going to make your build worthy, because more likely in the comp scenarios and the comp situations, you're going up against a weak ass small guard that can't stop you. This is the stuff that makes me comp, though. This is the stuff that makes me feel good about it. I hate the meta of 2K. I hate the way the game is played. I hate the way that everybody plays the same. Everybody does the same stuff. Everybody's the same person essentially. All the guards do the same shit. Nobody runs something, you know, that I can't even fathom in the words. Nobody just runs anything that is worth watching. And I guess I want it to be that difference of my build. I want it to be that difference in my play style. 6'10" PG, though I'm just a small forward, is really about how I'm leading my team and demanding my ball. So if I'm playing with a stupid guard, and that happens sometimes, if I'm playing with a stupid guard that thinks they're gonna try to divvy my team up, I can take over the game and just run the one position and bring the ball up. I'm not really gonna get blitzed that much by comp block. It has yet to happen. If I get double teamed, I make them pay. It's not hard. Diamond Edition, getting the ball back, no dipping shots on these hashes, no dipping the shots on these wings, bro. It's been crazy. These PBs have been crazy. These side steps have been crazy. Being tall has been crazy. Knowing my jump shot has been crazy. Having hot spots and lethal zones have been crazy. But the thing is, there's a few more things that I just need on the build. One of those things is a few more lethal zones, finish up my badges so the build is completely and utterly complete. And then once that stuff is all done, and once all those things are all completed, then this build will really be complete. But I damn sure use the things especially that are going to get me a takeover. My main takeover that I would be running and have been running so far is my #1 takeover, which I'm going to show y'all that. It's my favoriteest one in the game by far. One of my favoriteest ones in the game. And this is giving me Deep Bomber, a 97 3-pointer on a 6'10" build and a 96 block. That's what it's giving me. So I'm either going to use that, my Crash or Takeover, where I'm playing with a competent, keyword competent guard who runs in a PNR. I will be the one setting the screens, and then also will be doing X, Y, and Z, going back and forth. If I do get any cap breakers or ever do hit legend on this game, I'm at 4%. I doubt the chances of me hitting legend on the game and get those 3 cap breakers. But if I were to get those 3 cap breakers on 2K. I would just put those points on the interior fence on the build, and then anything else is really unnecessary. I have everything I wanted to do. The only reason I would upgrade the interior defense is just to get rim guardian throughout the seasons. I really don't care about that. I have the pass act, I have the post control, I have the 3-pointer, I have the block, I have the perimeter defense, I have the steal. I may not be the fastest right away off the rip, but a few bars of takeover, I'm still fast, or I'm good. And when I use my first takeover, I have the 3-pointer, and I know for a fact I can block a shot at the rim easy. I have the vert, I can jump, I can grab boards. I'm playing both sides of the ball. I'm interested. I have contact dunks. I can fade and do post hooks and stuff like that. I have my big man standard contact dunks. I'm checking everything off the list, and then also I'm a free throw merchant. So I know this video was long, but I said it was going to be an in-depth video of me showing you the new build and everything going on with it, and me taking literal days to make the build. And somebody might go on and be like, this build is ass, or this build isn't good. I really want a lot more people to try out and just be a taller height. You might play better, you might be better at the game. I might look into a 6'11" point guard. Who knows, but a 6'11" point guard, power forward, is like, nah, bitch. I want to be a small forward and get placed at power forward or sometimes, but really be in my small forward role and show that I can guard these smaller defenders, these 6'8" and the 6'9" and stuff like that, that can dex around and stuff like that, and think that it's going to be sweet just because I'm 6'10" and growing a quote unquote mismatch. We're not going for none of that. I'm going to bring that energy for sure when it comes down to just playing. I might do another thing where I add the floater, super duper floater to my game. That right now I've been using Ben Simmons floater. I can show that off real quick as well. The Ben Simmons floater is one of the good ones, underrated ones that nobody talks about. Look how far I am in getting that floater. Look at these runners. Keep in mind, I'm 6'10". Imagine somebody trying to stop that. We have silver flow game on the build, so easy to time, easy to get those up in the air. And then if I don't have that, then me personally, I'm just going to be using the Bam out of bio if I could get it. That requires a 76 layup though. I don't really care too much for that. But hey man, I'm just letting y'all know what I got. Y'all seeing it. This is all in the Ben Simmons flotation device package. Y'all seen my hook shot, the Kevin Berter hook shot. Boom. That shit's smooth, same hand, it's fast. What, the go-to post shot, the Zubac, my Kevin Durant, my Giannis. You feel me? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's all I can say, bro. That's all I can say. I'm gonna get up with y'all in a minute. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. I'm out, bro. And if y'all wanted to see some gameplay, just watch the previous videos, because this is just a dedicated builds video, animations video. Oh, and one last thing. Shout out to all my Patreon members. But here's my jump shot that I've been using for the last 2 years, 2 to 3 years on 2K, ever since I discovered it. Shout out to whoever made it, but I use Jonathan Isaac, Dirk, Alex Lynn, and these are my timings and speeds, and that's how I've been doing it. That's how I've been working it. That's how I've been playing it. All right, that's it. That is all I got. I think I had it on A+ speed before, but either way, I've been hitting my shots, so I'm not tripping. It's either that or I'm not going to change it. I'm just keep it where it's at right now. That's a cool jump shot. I've been hitting it.